Friday, welcome back to the sewing room. Today is going to be the last day of cutting out, I promise. I am going to try and get those Camatia Astoria mashups tweaked for the sequin fabric so that the sleeves are a little bit longer. I think I can do that. And I am also going to try and cut out a by hand London and a top from the remainder of my Woodland Harmony viscose. I think there is enough to do that, and perhaps fully line it as well. I mean, obviously if you don't have enough fashion fabric to fully line a top in the same fabric, you really don't have to, and I do have other options that would work, but the pieces are such odd shapes I want to see if I can use them, so I'm gonna try and get that cut out today as well. And then it'll be some sewing. I don't know if I'm actually going to get to sewing today. I've come down quite early, it's 12:30 now, which is quite early for me. Usually I start work about sort of like 1:30, 2 o'clock down here, physical work. Not to say that I'm not working when I'm in the mornings, I am, but yeah, I usually come down here around sort of like 1:30, 2 o'clock, so I am a little early today. So we will see how much I actually get done. I've got my full Vogue 9345 on in the mystery fabric, which I think is a polyester crepe that Rachel got me from the fabric shop near her. What's it called? I can't remember what it's called. Oh dear. Nope, it's not Boys. It's completely gone, but Rachel got me this and then gave it to me at the last retreat that I held, which was 2 years ago. Wow. And because it was in such a flurry of activity, I totally forgot where it came from, so it was a mystery fabric in my stash for the longest time. And I think I actually have enough of this left to cut out a by hand London Anna top as well. I might get a few of those cut out today actually. Maybe there won't be any sewing today. I do have a large pile of stuff back here that I would like to make into tops and things like that, and some of them are too small for the 6563 t-shirt because I tried, but then again, how many of one top does one person need? All of them. And the Vogue 9066 pattern arrived today and it looks really good, so at some point I'm going to trace that out and give that a try as well. I still haven't put up a vote on Patreon for what I'm going to do as a sew along. Not sure, still need to think. Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna stop waffling at you because I've waffled a lot this week. I've been uploading videos every day because I have been waffling so much. You guys will have to let me know what you think, if you'd rather have slightly longer videos every other day or if you're happy with something every day. I might go, I don't know, this time of year is just fabulous for advertising, so the more videos I put up the better, so I hope you guys are enjoying them. I'm enjoying making them, which I suppose is the main thing. So yeah, and like I say, today is the last cutting out day, so there will be sewing from tomorrow, which is exciting, and also for the hangout on Sunday, which I am looking forward to. So I really will stop waffling now. I'll put you up in the bird's nest and let's get on with some cutting out. Done. I managed to cut out the by hand London and a top, but only just, literally just. and I've cut out a whole bunch of bias binding, and I'm going to try it unlined and bind all the edges. I think that might look quite nice. We'll see. And then I, for some reason or another, decided that it was going to be a good idea to cut out the Vogue 9044 out of the teal boiled wool that I made my Vogue coat out of at the beginning. The first thing that I made in this sewing room. It's been sitting under the desk looking at me every time I talk to you, so I thought, you know what, let's get that cut out. I've got the pattern out because the lining and the outer hat didn't match up, and there's an inch of difference in the pattern. I traced the right size. I thought I'd traced the wrong size for some reason, but yeah, there is a right size. So I've worked out that I'm just going to sew it with a slightly larger seam allowance. Hopefully it'll fit together. I'm gonna give it a go. If it does work, then the sew along is going to be out of the tan coloured wool that I'm going to be doing the McCall's cape from. I also spent some time cutting out some bias binding. So the binding on the cape is quite textured, and I thought, there we go. So this is the Bisou cotton and rayon suiting that I got from Lady McElroy, and I've made a dress, a skirt and a waistcoat out of it. I thought that this would be perfect for binding the edges of the cape because it does have some texture in it. These were all the scraps that I had left. So some of these pieces are really tiny, so I probably won't end up sewing that one in. I'll probably go through and get all the large ones out, but I do need to bind the entire edge of the cape, the entire edge of the tie, and then the welts as well for the tie to go through. So I cut it all out. So that's, I had been saving this to make a cap out of it, and I did think about saving some of it and cutting a cap out, but I'd rather not run out of binding. So yeah, I've got a fun job of sewing all that together at some point. I've also put all the scraps of jersey together, and I think from all the stuff that I've cut out recently, there's going to be two parcels to send out. I know lots of you guys were asking for jersey scraps, and I'd rather send out like a fairly decent sized bundle than just like a tiny little bit to everybody. So I'm going to package up those two, and as I say, first come first served in the comments. Then I have also started putting together the woven bundles. There will be loads more of those, loads more of those, but I know quite a few of you were asking for knit ones, so I'm going to do the same thing that I mentioned in yesterday's vlog and probably this morning as well. I'll put them up on my website with somebody's name on them, as in the first come first served. If you want them, great. I'll send you the link in the comment that you've made. There's a few people who've emailed me as well, which is what I asked for, but hopefully you've commented as well. But I have timestamps on everything from when I got the comments, so I can do it in the order that I received them. If you want them, then you just go ahead and pay the postage, and if you don't want them, please just let me know, and then I can take your name off, and then whoever wants them can buy them. Again, just for postage, I don't want any money for the actual things, but it would just be really nice to kind of empty out these bags of scraps that keep staring at me and I'm like taunting me for not doing anything with them, because as I say, I refuse to throw them out, but then I also refuse to make things with them, so I need to do something with them, and I'm so glad that you guys are happy to take them off my hands, so thank you. I am tired, my back does hurt. It's 5:30. I've only got 4 things cut out today, but I did get the pattern for the boxy hoodie altered as well, so fingers crossed I like the look of that. Although it's just, you know, all I've done is make the sequined part longer. I really like the green one, so even if it doesn't come out quite how I want it, I still really like the idea of it overall. So I'm, you know, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. So I hope you've enjoyed my day. Like I say, last day of cutting out, some actual sewing tomorrow, promise. Then hang out on Sunday. So yes, I hope you enjoyed my day, and I will see you all tomorrow.